This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. Thanks for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast. Want more? Check out the greatest podcast in all the land, The Podcast. Be sure to subscribe and listen to a brand new episode every Tuesday night.
Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the Men's Room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the Men's Room.
And away we go. Welcome to season 17, episode number 3649. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill, the Ted Smith, and Mike Hawk. Montgomery! And you are in the Men's Room. On tap today, once again, we play Big Dummy. Ted's Meat and Potatoes has the best and worst in the world of mac and cheese. We will play Profile This. Plus headlines, a Men's Room shot of the day, fun listener emails, and everyone's favorite, TV Time with Ted. Clack, clack, ring, ring. All right, here we go. A New Yorker breaks into a sex shop and steals not 1, but 2 T-shirts. Meanwhile, a man brandishes a knife at a convenience store and leaves with just desserts. Woman has made over $100,000 taking COVID tests on OnlyFans. In California, a huge mountain lion walks into a shopping center to buy pots and pans. And an Ohio woman gets an 8-piece order at KFC. Gets home, there's only 4 pieces. So she does a logical thing and calls 911. That is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, today is the day that we play Big Dummy, the game show that rewards you for your stunning ignorance. And here's how it works. You call us. We will spin the category wheel. We will spin the... Thank you, Ted. Thank you.
Brain's working slow.
I know. We will spin the category wheel, and then we'll ask you a question from that category. But here's where Big Dummy separates itself from your average, more reputable game show. We will continue to ask you questions until you get one right. Because, as always, we want you to leave here smarter than you showed up. Now, so far this year, our biggest dummy is a 4-way intersection of Skylar, Noah, Richard, and James, all of whom thought a purebred dog was made of multigrain and found a way to answer 9 consecutive questions wrong. Can you do better? Well, of course you can. Everyone else has. So give us a call, and off we go on Big Dummy.
Be a contestant and play Big Dummy. Call 206-421-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Men's Room Live. And send those emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
All of it, fellas, away we go. Welcome to season 17, episode number 3649. What a large charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat. As once again, we welcome in the head chef. Ted's Meat Potatoes, the best and worst in the world of mac and cheese. Now, I know what you're thinking. I make the best macaroni and cheese you've ever had. You're wrong. There's a lot of people out there, man, they have a great homemade mac and cheese recipe.
Sure.
They know their blends of cheeses. Mm-hmm. They know if they want to put a special topping on top. Sometimes people crush up Cheez-Its. Sometimes they crush up Cheetos. There's all kinds of things that people do to make great macaroni and cheese. This is not the case today. We're going straight out of the box.
Correct.
The old school way of doing mac and cheese, back before mac and cheese got hip and popular, like tater tots. And as you know, there are many different types of boxed macaroni and cheese. If you are a fan of the Velveeta Shells and cheese.
Shells and cheese.
Pretty hard to beat that one or come up with anything comparable. I mean, they pretty well own
I don't
that
think
market.
that's hard to beat. I don't think anyone competes with them, but I do not believe it's hard to beat.
Well, in the world of boxed mac
Shells
and cheese.
right. To me, that was always like that. That was fancy.
It was. It's the DiGiorno of frozen pizzas.
Well, it's shells. That's
Sure.
the thing. Not
Now-
mac and cheese. Like, it is on the list, but right, it's like, no, those are shells and cheese.
Right. But if you go to, let's say, like a local grocery store like a PCC or a Whole Foods or something like that where they have a little bit more different organic thing, you'll find the Annie's mac and cheeses in the world and all kinds of different ones. I still go by the tried and true standard Kraft macaroni and cheese out of a box. That's still my go-to. The powdered mix. I don't know what it is. I don't want to know what it is. It just has that flavor that I remember as a kid. So it's
Correct.
But
Mac and cheese is one of those things, right? It's a comfort food. So for a lot of things on this list, it's hard for you got to take out, like, this is what I always had.
Did you ever have it with hot dogs cut up in it?
Yeah, of course.
Sure.
Yeah. I think that's a strange combination, but back in the day, it seemed pretty popular.
Because most people don't want hot dogs with cheese.
Right.
But if you drop it in mac and cheese, people look cool.
Well, beans and we eat beans and weenies all the time.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what.
But to me, that's like the poor man's chili dog. I don't know that a chili dog is the rich man's anything, but still.
Baked beans are good. Cut up hot dogs, cooked are good. It's a good combination. So the best and worst in the world of mac and cheese coming up with the head chef and Ted's Meat and Potatoes. And as we do every Monday through Friday here, we head on over exclusively to the Odyssey app. It is more Men's Room at 6 o'clock as we bring you the Men's Room Happy Hour. And if you don't have the Odyssey app, just download it now. It's absolutely free. There's hundreds of new music channels on there for you to choose from. You can download our daily podcast on there. Listen to the show if you happen to miss it. And if you get a chance, tune in to the Men's Room Happy Hour channel. It goes live exclusively at 6 o'clock. If you tune in now, there's not going to be anything on that channel until we go live. Now, keep in mind, it is an adult-only segment, as the same rules that apply to these airwaves do not apply to the Men's Room Happy Hour. So in that world, today we're going to get back to a little Dirty Big Dummy. And today, we're going to ask you, since last week we asked you what was not an actual porn title of a movie, we go back to the world of actual porn stars.
All right.
So, 3 of the names mentioned, they are actual porn stars. One name is not. That's how we're going to go today. So I'll give you an idea. Fill her up. All right? Fill her up. Is he an actual porn star or not? Some of the names on there. Peter Pecker. Is he real? Is he not?
I'm going to say yes.
We'll find out with Randy Manroot is on the list as well. So. Dirty Big Dummy is coming up exclusively on the Odyssey app. And today is the day that we play the game known as Big Dummy. It's an easy game to play. We'll spin the category wheel. You're either playing for Team Sober or Team Not Sober. And our biggest dummies, you said, Steve, it's a 4-way tie. Noah, Richard, Skylar, James. They all made it to 9 questions before they get one right. And as we do when we play Big Dummy, we like to do a little men's room poll. Last time we did the poll, we asked you to train a circus animal. And the choice is a bear, an elephant, a tiger, or a chimpanzee. And here's how the voting goes down as we put that poll up on our Twitter at Men's Room Live. Coming in last place, the one animal you would not want to train at all, 15% of the vote, that would be a tiger.
Wow. I thought it'd be chimpanzee for sure, man.
In third place, barely, at 16%, that would be a bear. That's what I picked, because I figured, you could dance. Bears like to play with balls. They hula hoop stuff.
Sure do.
Yeah, they do all kinds of crazy stuff. Chimpanzee came in at number 2 at 21%.
No.
Overwhelmingly, you said, hey, if I could train a circus animal, it's going to be an elephant at 48% of the voting. So
all right.
That's how that went down. Now, today on the poll, you're going to pick an ailment. Problem with having an ailment is, like anything, these are kind of ailments that come and go.
Right, they flare up.
Yes, and when they do, it's problematic. It sucks, but you can deal with it. It's nothing that will put you in the hospital for the most part, but it's just a pain in the ass. So it's just a common ailment that a lot of people have, but you're going to have it for the rest of your life, and it's going to flare up fairly often. All right? So your first ailment is going to be hemorrhoids, which is something that I have dealt with probably most of my adult life. It is not fun. I've had surgery. They still flare up. It's still one of those things that affects me. Sometimes, if we're in the tree here, I'll look at Steve and go, I'm just going to go wipe my butt.
Yeah.
I don't
have hemorrhoids. Sometimes I do that too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Earlier this week,
go to the bathroom.
I'm smoking a cigarette, and I'm like, I need to wipe my ass. I don't know why.
Hemorrhoids make that a thing. And plus the fact that they woke me up the other night. So like 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, I had to get up and put on
Miles,
I had to put on cream.
Itchy hemorrhoids.
I know.
We're feeling itchy.
And the Thai food did not help.
And we're burning a little bit.
It was really burning. So
Miles, you ate Thai.
Yeah. And not only that, but man, when they flare up, they flare up. So it's normally a few days to get rid of them. Number 2 on the list would be gout. Ted, you deal with gout. It's a couple days as well, right? Typically.
It varies for everybody.
Mm-hmm. So do you have a consistency to it, or is it like sometimes it's 2 days, sometimes it's a week? Really, it's just you get it and you got to ride it out,
and you can feel it coming on. It's kind of like
you just wake up in the middle of the night and it's happened.
All right.
That's what it happens.
So it always happens when you're sleeping.
Yeah. Like sometimes you can tell before you go to bed, but for whatever reason, that's when they flare up as overnights. You wake up in the morning just in ridiculously pain.
Does gout affect different people in different ways as far as where the pain is?
Some people get it in their big toe is pretty common. Sometimes I'll get it in my heel.
All right.
Like my cousin Tom will get it in his knee. He'll get it for like a month.
Okay, but I never heard of anybody get it in your arm or your shoulder. But
I always think it's below the waist. At least anyone I've heard.
Well, I mean...
Oh, right. Hands, right? Fingers, all that. Okay.
Joints. Basically anything that are joints.
Okay, all right. And I guess... So you drink cherry juice. There's a couple different things that you can do, but basically it's what you should not be doing, which is drinking beer.
Well, you can take a daily medicine for it.
Okay.
That's what a lot of people do. Like if you get frequent attacks or whatever, like a lot of people just take allopurinol, and you can take that every day, and in theory you shouldn't get it.
In theory.
All right. Okay. Number 3 on the list, that would be heartburn. I don't know if anybody suffers from heartburn, man, but when it comes on, that's another thing that will wake you up in the middle of the night.
Yep.
Heartburn's one of those things. If you have it so bad, sometimes you got to go throw up because it's too much for you, you know. And 4th on the list, hiccups. So you have I
hate the hiccups because I'll get them for like a day at a time. My father, at this point, he'll get them for like a week at a time. I mean, it gets debilitating, you know what I mean? But and he's gone to the doctor. Dude's 81, 82 this year. He'll be 82 in August or September. But he's been getting a battery test for 20 years. And basically the doctors go, all right, this is what we figured out. We have no goddamn idea what to tell you. I mean, they'll give you pills. They say, try this, you try. I mean, it's just.
Did you read the thing today about sticking your finger in your anus?
Yeah, but I tell them, man, I've been doing that since I discovered I could do that.
Still have hiccups.
Still get the hiccups. It doesn't work. Yeah, I get it gets severe. You end up puking up a lot. And it doesn't necessarily matter what you eat. It's just if it's going to happen, it happens, and then you puke. That helps get rid of them, but obviously that is not a healthy way to live.
So we're going to pick an ailment you got to deal with for the rest of your life. Will it be hemorrhoids, gout, heartburn, or hiccups? That is our men's room poll. All right, the game is a Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK. Steve, who is our first contestant, ready to play the big game.
Hello, Justin. Welcome to the men's room.
Liquor and whores.
Liquor and whores. Justin, are you sober or not sober today?
Sober.
Sober, Justin. Welcome to the show in Big Dummy. You'll get there. All right, pick an ailment for me. Hemorrhoids, gout, heartburn, or hiccups?
This is pretty tough between heartburn and hiccups, but I'm going to go heartburn because I've dealt with it before.
Okay.
All right. I will say the old baking soda and a little glass of water. That helps.
Is there anything that you absolutely know every time will give you heartburn? I've got 2 that I know.
Heartburn? I mean,
both of them I love.
Heartburn is easy to figure out. Hiccups are the one I struggle with.
Well, as far as heartburn goes,
Four Loko will give you heartburn.
Yeah, mine.
Four Loko will give you a lot of things.
Mine is unfortunately a Bloody Mary.
Well, sure.
Number 1. Yeah. I mean, that's a guarantee for me. And the other one is, for some reason, a flame broiled hamburger from Burger King. And I love their burgers. I mean, I discovered this when I was working there that it gave me heartburn.
I get a heartburn from Burger King specifically as well.
Yeah, I don't know what
it is. Heartburn's weird too. There's like levels of it you can deal with.
There are levels you can deal with. I mean, and I get it pretty severe, and it's tied into the hiccups and all that, but it's...
I'm just saying, like, there's certain drinks, right? Like, lemonade will give me heartburn.
I can live with the lemonade heartburn.
Right. I'll still drink a lemonade and be like, screw it, I'll just deal with it. But then there's, like, that I ate pizza too late at night, marinara heartburn.
Ooh, yeah.
That's like the next day. And for whatever reason, I'm sure it's just in my head, but I'm convinced frozen pizza's worse.
I think it is too, man. I really do. Yeah, from the sauce on frozen pizzas, whatever. But to me, like, the lemonade heartburn is like having a hangnail on your toe, but then tomato-based product, you straight up stub your toe on the coffee table. Yeah. It sucks. There's nothing you can do about it. You're just in pain. You're going to be grumpy about it. That's right. You're going to be grumpy about it. All right there, Justin. Not that I've had experience with that.
Well, the other one, too, not that we run into it much out here, is crab dip.
I know, man. I don't
last
care.
year, right for my birthday, your wife was nice enough to make me a giant thing of crab dip, but it was still COVID, so I couldn't have a lot of people over. So I ate a lot of crab dip.
Yeah, look, that one I don't care. It's just like, whatever. I will deal with the heartburn. Yeah, it tastes good enough. All right, Justin, here is your first question. It's multiple choice. Where would you normally find a balustrade? A window, a door, a balcony, or a floor?
Can you repeat what it's called?
A balustrade. Balustrade. A balustrade. So window, door, balcony, or floor?
Balcony.
One and done.
Look at you with the big brain.
What is it now?
The balustrade, basically, it's just an ornamental railing on a balcony. So if you go to a fancy spot, right, I don't know, like an opera house or some crap like that, and they have that fancy-ass railing on the balcony, that's a balustrade.
Oh, okay. Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK.
Hello, Chris. Welcome to the men's room.
Happy Thursday, guys.
Hola.
Chris, are you sober or not sober?
Sober.
Sober, Chris. Welcome to Big Dummy. All right. What's your ailment? Hemorrhoids, gout, heartburn, or hiccups?
Give me that gout.
Give me the gout.
All right, Chris, here's your question, and this was unknowingly supplied by our very own the Ted Smith, who took the Seattle monorail to Seattle Center recently, right? Still had his ticket, and he read off some information about the Seattle monorail that I didn't know. He said, oh, dude, it's on my ticket. I said, give me that ticket. It's going to become a Big Dummy question. So here is your question. Each train on the monorail has how many tires? 34, 44, 54, or 64?
This is a good one. I have no idea. I'm gonna say 34.
64?
It is, in fact, 64.
That's a lot of wheels.
It is.
And they're sideways. They're going into the...
Well, Miles, there are 16 load tires and 48 guide tires.
Oh,
yeah,
Miles.
It's printed right there on the ticket. That is how I knew that. Thank you, Ted, for your contribution.
Well, part of it is just me being lazy.
Did you take that to Climate Pledge?
I did, and the guy said, you going to the hockey game? I said, I am. He goes, you can just use your app, and it's free. And I said, I don't feel like downloading that new app.
I'd rather pay for it.
Right. So there we go. I don't know. $3.
One more app, God.
I know, right? It's like old man yells or whatever.
I don't need another
I'm tired of these apps.
Yeah, I went to that earlier this week.
On my phone.
Yes.
There's always room for more appetizers.
That's correct. Let's be very clear about this. All right, Chris, here is your question. Where was Wonder Woman born?
Wonder Woman. Detroit.
Well, I know she's in Amazon, but, I don't remember the exact location.
Come on, give me a guess.
I don't know. Greece. I don't know.
Is it not of this earth?
Well, technically, she's on this earth. Just us mere mortals have a hard time finding it.
Atlantis?
Paradise Island.
What?
Yeah, Paradise. Look, what do you want me to tell you, man? She's from Paradise Island. So apparently she is from, a hedonistic place in the Caribbean, I believe.
Get out of here.
Right? Isn't there a Paradise Island off the coast of the Bahamas, I think?
I'm sure there is.
That's what I'm saying. I think there is. So technically, she's Caribbean. Come on! I'm Wonder Woman!
I was just using my geek. That was my best geek joke of the year. She's from Israel. That's the actress that played Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot.
Ted, if you have to explain it, it's not as funny.
Mike laughed. I got you, man. Just try to give the nerds some love.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure they can feel it.
I think I know why you have that knowledge.
You're right. She did host SNL.
Same reason we all do. All right, Chris, your question. The term blog is the shortened version of what original description?
Give me that word again, please.
Blog. So if you read somebody's blog.
Yeah, these are tough ones today. I don't know.
They put two words together, and we just decided to call it a blog because blog is a real sexy word.
Bibliographical log. I don't know.
It's funny. I asked this question the other day. Mike says, "Hey man, can you do a blog today?" I'm like, "Yeah." VD is walking by. I'm like, what the hell does blog mean anyway? And he turns around in a very VD way. He's like, web log. Because you were logging information on the web. Blog. So, weblog.
Man, this is the worst I've ever done on Big Dummy.
Don't feel bad. You know what? Just to do you a favor, just to make you do worse, I'm going to ask this question because I'm convinced no one knows the answer to this, all right? What is the capital of Greenland? I mean, can you even name a place?
you.
Like, I saw that question.
Is it a country?
Greenland?
Yeah, well, Greenland. Yeah, I mean, it's a territory, but they have a capital.
Okay, all right.
There is a capital city.
What's it? Whose territory is it?
Is it
Iceland?
like Finland?
Norway? Somebody.
Norway, somebody like that. Mike is on it. I can tell by the look in his eye.
You're right. I can't name a city in Greenland.
Nobody can. I didn't even know there were cities in Greenland. Then I read that. It's a territory of.
They're owned by the Danish. They're Denmark.
Oh, all right. The Dutch.
Oh, the Dutch, my bad.
No, the Dutch
Or
are
Holland.
Amsterdam or Holland.
Holland, right? My bad.
You had it right.
They're Danish. They are in fact Danish. The capital.
Donut with no holes, a Danish.
I'll just give it to you because there's no way. And it's called Nuuk. N-U-U-K.
That sounds like a cold white fish they try to serve you.
Would you like some nuke?
It's a nuke.
Let's give you a shot here. Multiple choice. In what organ of the human body would you find the malleus? The heart, lungs, ear, or liver?
The malleus. I'm going to go the ear.
That's what I guess.
There you go, man.
Nice work, Chris.
Yeah.
More Big Dummy coming up. If you'd like to be a contestant, 206-421-ROCK.
99.9 KISW. The shenanigans continue. This is the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK.
Hello, Ryan. Welcome to the men's room.
Big Dummy!
Hola, guys.
Hola.
Ryan, are you sober or not sober?
I am very, very not sober.
Ryan, welcome to the program.
Oh.
Welcome to Big Dummy. All right, Ryan, you got to pick an ailment. Will it be hemorrhoids, gout, heartburn, or hiccups?
Well, I live with heartburn now, so I'll just keep that.
Keeping the heartburn. All right.
All right, Ryan, here is your question. Sunny. Sunny is the mascot for what breakfast cereal?
Oh. Man. Is that the Honey Nut Cheerios bee?
That's Buzz.
Yeah, that's Buzz.
It's a Buzzy or Buzz? I think it's just Buzz.
I think it's Buzz.
Yeah.
Is it the Kellogg's Raisin Bran? He's throwing 2 scoops in?
No.
Is it the rooster on...
No, he has a name like William or something like that. Come on, guys.
Sonny.
He's crazy. Dude is crazy.
Is that the Trix Rabbit?
Is that the Cocoa Puffs bird?
Cocoa Puffs. He's cuckoo for Cocoa
okay.
Puffs, yeah.
You know my thoughts on that Trix Rabbit. Like, he's crazy. Oh, the Trix Rabbit, yeah.
All right. Ryan, your question. Who is the new quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons?
Oh, I just read this too.
You all right, man?
I don't have it, man.
You got a 1 in 32 shot, man.
Who is it?
I said Colt McCoy. I know that's not it, but I can't think of it right now. I hate myself for it.
I won't even tell you. I won't tell you because you're just going to beat yourself up. All right. Who is the new quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Oh, man.
This one's a little bit tougher.
He's going to be the starter,
Because I keep
presumably.
forgetting that that's the guy.
Okay, I think you're going to pull a swerve on me. Is that Matt Ryan? Did Matt Ryan go to Pittsburgh?
No.
No.
I'm not even going to tell you. I'm not even going to tell you, man. Just going to beat yourself up about it. All right, next question. Who's the new quarterback of the Indianapolis Colts?
Matt Ryan.
There you go, Ryan.
By the way, for the people listening, Marcus Mariota took over the quarterback duties for the Atlanta Falcons. And the new Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback is Mitch Trubisky.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK.
Ted, I was going to ask a trick question. Baker Mayfield is quarterback on what NFL franchise?
I mean, technically, he's still a quarterback for the Browns.
That is correct. It is, in fact, the Cleveland Browns. Hello, Joe.
He's a quarterback.
Right, he's a quarterback on the Cleveland Browns. Hello, Joe. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola. Joe, sober, not sober? Sober Joe. Welcome to the show. All right, pick an element, Joe. Hemorrhoids, gout, heartburn, or hiccups. What are you going to take?
Got to have the roids, I suppose.
Taking the roids.
The roids.
Welcome to the club. I'll teach you the handshake. It involves 2 fingers.
2 fingers and you go butt to butt. By the way, Miles, the Cornflakes rooster is Cornelius.
Cornelius.
Yeah.
Go figure.
The only other Cornelius I can name is Planet of the Apes.
What about Don?
Oh, but that's a last name.
Yep.
Don Cornelius. That's her. His name was
I
Cornelius.
shouldn't have to be that aggressive either.
I know. All right, there, Joe. Here is your question. What baseball team did Cheers manager Sam Malone play for on the TV show?
Didn't he... did he play for Boston?
Yeah, right there.
It's part of the reason they loved him so much.
That's correct.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK.
Hello, Zach. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bicholas.
Hola. Zach, you sober, not sober?
Sober, driving home.
All right, man. Pick an ailment for me. Hemorrhoids, gout, heartburn, or hiccups?
I think I'm going to go heartburn on this one.
Heartburn it is. All right. Go and have some chicken wings.
All right, heartburn, Zach. Here is your question. In the world of meteorology, what does an ombrometer measure? An ombrometer.
Hello?
Yeah?
Yellow.
What?
Oh, what's up?
In the world of meteorology, what does an ombrometer measure?
The girth.
What was that?
The girth.
Is his phone breaking up?
Zach, can you hear us?
I can hear you guys now.
Okay.
All right. There we go. The ombrometer measures, any guesses?
Wind
I
speed.
said girth.
Nope. You guessed girth. That is not correct.
Inches of water?
Rainfall.
Yeah.
How'd you piece that together, Mike?
I didn't. I just looked at what could you measure in meteorology, and that would actually have something that would measure. It's like, okay, how much water falls, I guess?
All right, Zach, your question. What state's nickname is the Keystone State? It's on the East Coast. I'll give you that.
Home of Keystone Light.
That is true.
The never bitter beer.
That'd be Mississippi?
Nah, that's in the South, not even on the East Coast.
Pennsylvania. I don't know why they call themselves that, but...
Teddy's disgusted. God.
I know. And I got to stop. Geography stuff just really annoys me. It's like when, a good friend of mine the other day said he was going up to Tacoma, and I went, get down.
You're going down. That one does bug me. Man, we're going down to Alaska. Brother! It's up! Right. Sorry!
Going up to San Diego.
Like now? God damn it!
I know what you mean.
But no! Were you driving backwards?
Heading down to Spokane.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, right? Heading west to Spokane.
A long-ass trip. All right.
Jesus.
Your question, what planet is referred to as the planet of oceans?
Would that be Neptune?
That'd be planet Earth, homie.
Yeah.
I mean, right where we are, brother.
We're mostly water.
Yeah. That's right. We're the planet of the oceans. Suck on that, other planets.
I need to get that T-shirt.
Welcome to the planet
I live on the planet of the oceans. Where do you live?
Right.
In the clouds, man.
All right, the question, in what country would you find the city of Geneva?
In what country is that you said? Sorry.
Yes.
Famous for their conventions.
Would that be Italy?
Switzerland.
I hear the flag's a big plus.
Oh, man. Oh, wow.
There we go.
Yes, he's got flag jokes.
You don't hear a whole lot of good things about Switzerland, but the flag's a big plus.
You get a flag mayor badge or something?
No.
Semaphore,
All right, your question. What popular candy bar was named after a horse? It's a very popular candy bar. It's one of the...
I think I got it. Is it a payday?
Nope.
How about Snickers?
Snickers.
I thought that was ridiculous. I'm like, that sounds like the name
Payday
of a horse.
could be a horse's
It could,
name.
yeah. No. But this is one non-running horses.
Butterfinger. And down the stretch they come.
Whatchamacallit.
Butterfinger. That'd be funny if all the horses were named after candy bars. Just for one race.
You have M and M.
I'd watch it.
I would too.
I would. It's just like, look, dude, it's the candy bar horse race.
Twix coming up on the outside.
They're not even fast horses.
It's Twix calling in second and Butterfinger in the lead.
Here comes Reese's Pieces.
Milky Way bringing up the rear.
The Charleston Chew is hot off the corner.
I don't know why that's so awesome, but it is.
We're not going to let Almond Joy participate.
Oh, here comes Mounds.
The only horse with a female jockey. Question 6, Zach.
All right, the question. Name one of the 3 countries that borders Luxembourg.
Ooh.
Just one of the countries.
That's a teeny tiny.
Germany?
There you go. Nice job.
There you go, man. Can anyone guess the other 2? We have
France?
Yes.
Germany, France.
Come on. Nope.
Bavaria.
No.
Bahrain.
No, come on. I mean, Germany's right here. France is right here.
Belgium.
Luxembourg's
Belgium. There you go.
Belgium.
You guys are good. You guys are real good, man.
We figured it out.
Hello, Matt. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Matt, are you sober or not sober?
Sober.
Sober, Matt. Welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, what ailment you going to pick here? Hemorrhoids, gout, heartburn, or hiccups?
I'm going to go with gout. My feet are already messed up anyway, so who cares?
So let's make it worse.
Matt, what'd you do to your feet, man?
I have diabetic neuropathy.
Does that mean you're going to lose your toes?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Maybe. Right now it's good circulation, so we'll see what happens.
Cool.
I mean, do they give you a percentage on that? Like, you could lose your toes. That's fair for anyone. But
No.
It's just, you might lose
My
your toes.
grandfather was type 1. That was the first thing that really started to affect him was his feet, and then he ended up losing some toes.
How many
What's wrong with
toes?
that? Like 4 or 5.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
Do they give them to him in a jar?
I don't know what they did with them.
Yeah, what do you do? Like, all right, if you moved your toe, like, what do you do with that toe?
After that, I never saw him in flip-flops again. So.
Yeah, man. Well, you can't keep them on. You're not embarrassed. Can't keep them on your feet.
I mean, it's serious. Like toes,
Oh, yeah.
feet, like legs.
Mm-hmm. Did he start buying smaller shoes based on the toes? Right? If you took the
Yeah, I would. Well, but you got one sticking out, man. You got to go with
Well,
it.
if you got rid of the big toe and the one next to it, I feel like you go down with half a size,
Probably.
maybe. Just guessing. I don't know. Things to ponder. All right, here is your question. Opened in 1673, the White Horse Tavern is the oldest pub in the United States. In what state is it located?
In what state?
In what state? And it's still there.
Let's see. Has to be on the East Coast.
Correct.
Let's see.
It's the only reason.
I really want to say Boston.
It's not a bad guess, but
That would be Massachusetts.
this would be the only reason. I'll tell you what. Let's take New Hampshire out of the equation. This is the only reason you'd even.
I mean, I'm thinking maybe
visit
like
the state.
Connecticut or something.
No.
Vermont?
Is it Virginia?
No.
Oh, it's in Delaware.
No.
Damn it.
Even worse.
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
That makes sense.
Well, I thought the oldest bar in the United States technically was in New Orleans.
I mean,
We were in there that night that Billy was trying to act like he was the drummer in Spoon.
I don't think that's the oldest bar in the U.S., though.
Okay.
I mean, are they getting away on like this is the oldest bar, whereas that was the oldest or tavern?
It might be the oldest bar, but if it opened before it became part of the U.S. territory, it's right,
Right.
just one of those deals. So anyway. All right, your question, what was the first successful manned mission to land on the moon?
Apollo 13.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's the one that missed, man. They made the whole movie. Like, that's why we got a problem. We're making good money. Apollo 11. Apollo 11.
That's good.
You know what they nicknamed the landing shuttle?
With the Eagle?
Correct.
Yeah. Hence the
The
Eagle
Eagle has
has
landed.
Did they know that in advance, or do you think he got to make up the name on the fly? You know what I mean? I'd have been like, Skippy has landed. What the hell are you talking about? Yeah, we made it to the moon. I'll just change the name to Skippy. I like it a little better. We were debating Gary and Skippy last minute. I went Skippy. All right, the question, what is a smoke-dried jalapeno pepper called?
Smoke-dried jalapeno pepper.
You've heard of this. It's very popular as a food. It's very popular as a restaurant.
Chili's.
Oh, Chipotle. Damn it, Chipotle, yeah.
Question 4, Matt.
Chi-Chi's.
The Chi-Chi pepper.
This is the worst I've ever done.
Or at least your guesses aren't stupid, except Apollo 13. Like they made a movie. Like we were going to go to the moon, and then we didn't go to the moon. All this crap went down. All right, the question, what sport would you be playing if the score was deuce?
Tennis.
There you go. Very good.
Or competitive pooping.
Game is Big Dummy. 206-421 round.
Big Dummy!
Hello, Danny. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola!
Hola. Danny, sober, not sober?
Sober.
Welcome to the show, sir. All right, pick an ailment for me. Hemorrhoids, gout, heartburn, or hiccups? What are you taking?
I'm going to go with hiccups. It's like annoying, but it's not painful.
Oh, it gets there.
The one.
You keep them long enough, brother.
I haven't had that problem, but yeah, I guess. But I'll take them anyway.
Yeah, there you go. Fair enough.
Hey, is ciao, hello, and bye in Italian?
Yeah, I think it can be.
All right.
I'm not sure. I remember everyone greeting us with ciao. You walk into a restaurant like ciao. I don't know what they said when we left, which means it's probably bad. I don't remember the enthusiasm.
Right. How do you say get out? Italian?
They probably said that a lot. Let's say, yeah, ciao. All right. I just learned this one today. The base and base jumping, it's actually an acronym for the categories of objects that people leap from. So they have 4 different categories that people leap from. BASE. Name one of the 4 categories that make up base.
Oh, I know like 3 of them. It's bridges, antennas, spans, and I don't know what the other one stands for, but yeah.
So the thing with bridges, technically they say building. I'll give you bridges, but you got antenna and span.
Building.
The E is earth. Yeah. The E is
there we go.
All right, that's weird. Well done. I had no idea.
If I'm standing on earth, how do I jump off it?
It jumped off a cliff. It's the earth itself. I hear what you're saying.
I'm just thinking about me standing in grass.
It's not a bad question.
Here's the sad thing.
Think about it for me. Like, yeah.
You know what?
That's right, yeah.
You know what inspired that question? I'm reading this terrible story earlier today. Seriously, a guy in San Diego, he goes base jumping. The worst part is he brought a 16-year-old daughter along to watch him. It was unsuccessful. So he jumped off a 23-story, right, and she smashes in front of him, or he smashes in front of his daughter. Right? He's gone. And I'm reading the story, and I'm like, oh, my God, man. I mean, that's tragic. And then they go, BASE is actually an acronym. I'm like, ooh. Let me write that down real quick.
I was sad, and now I'm not.
You never hear those guys jumping off of antennas, though. That one was new to me.
Well, think about, like, those super tall-ass antennas usually in the middle of nowhere. And so that's one of the things you would jump off from.
That'd probably be one of the most rewarding base jumps, because you actually have to hand climb your way all the way to the top of those.
To me, that's the difference, right? So a building, fine. You take an elevator up, get yourself to the roof, jump off. Earth. If you find a cliff, jump off.
Span's just got to be between like 2 different points.
That's correct? It, right? You probably drove yourself there, but yeah, an antenna. Like, what would be more annoying? The fact that you have to jump off and hope the parachute opens, or that you have to climb up that bad boy?
I'm trying to think what the building would be in San Diego that would be that high.
It's 23-story. I believe they said it was a hotel.
Is it the Marriott on the water down there?
They said a luxury hotel. I'm not sure. Right. There's not a lot of tall buildings down there. But
game is up. Big Dummy, 206-421 round.
Big Dummy!
Hello, Steve. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola. Steve, sounds like you're driving. You're playing for Team Sober. What are you going to take as far as an ailment goes? Hemorrhoids, gout, heartburn, or hiccups?
Man, bring on those hiccups.
Hiccups it is.
To answer your question there, Miles, it was a University City high-rise called UTC Palisade.
Aha. Can't really be downtown, that's what I was thinking, because of the airport. You just have...
Right. It's not a very tall by itself. Yeah. Okay. Don't base jump from there. No. Did you already pick your malady there, Steve?
Yeah, you did. Hiccups.
Hiccups, all right. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, hiccups.
All right, here's your question. Elmo, Kermit, or Big Bird? Who is the first and only non-human to testify before a congressional subcommittee?
Elmo?
Elmo?
Yeah.
Big Bird never got asked. I mean, Big Bird was around for a long time before Elmo. You'd think he would have been pulled up for something, right?
I don't understand how Elmo became what he became, right? Because, I mean, we were growing up like Big Bird, Kermit, you know, your standard guys. Mm-hmm. Then Elmo got introduced, and somehow, like, within a year of his introduction, he became the guy. So, right.
Elmo has pictures with the president. Elmo has pictures with all the celebrities, the most famous actors, the most famous musicians. There's probably no one's met more famous people than Elmo.
Than Elmo.
It's amazing.
If you got to meet a Muppet, who would you pick? And said you can meet one, but only one. It's not Elmo. I can tell you that right now. I'm
probably
Sam the Eagle.
Probably the Count.
Oscar the Grouch.
Yes.
I mean, Kermit's such an obvious answer, but you kind of want to meet him. Or any of the members of the band.
Cookie Monster and I can get down.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
We both love cookies, man.
All right.
I mean, he's going to hog most
What
of
about
them,
you, Ted? You get to meet a Muppet.
And he's being in their Muppet character, right?
Yeah. You're meeting them as the Muppet.
What if you met him and he was out of character?
Right, the dude
Shoot, that's all an act, man.
I'm Bert.
Yeah.
What do you mean you're Bert?
I smoke crack, man.
You know me.
I mean, I think Elmo, or honestly, like, this will sound odd.
You pick Elmo?
I would. I love Elmo.
Bitch.
But the Swedish Chef would be pretty dope.
Oh, yes.
You know what? That's a good pick.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK.
Hello, Aaron. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bicholas.
Hola. Aaron, sober, not sober?
I'm sober today, Miles.
All right.
Elmo smokes menthols.
Yeah.
Like, Elmo, what are you doing? You can't have a cigarette.
Maybe he dips. Aaron, pick an album for me.
Skull. Like, damn, Elmo.
School, brother. Hemorrhoids, gout, heartburn, or hiccups. What do you want?
I'm just glad you didn't ask much, too. I'll stick with heartburn.
Heartburn.
Things you learned about Elmo.
Is Elmo going to have to smack a bitch?
Ted met Elmo. It feels differently now.
Yeah. All right, guy, Elmo, cool to meet you, bro. Wait, Mike, we got to get out of here. That Elmo dude is wild.
All right.
Right.
Here's your question.
I was smoked out.
Well, that would not surprise me.
All right, the question, 2,500, 3,500, 4,500, or 5,500. How many miles long is the Great Wall of China?
Great Wall of China, I believe, is 3,500 miles long.
55?
It is 5,500 miles long. They were not playing around. You think their contractor was like, yeah, I tell you what, man, could have had this done in about 18 months, but run into some problems. I'm going to need a little extra scrap. I got to run to Home Depot, get some more materials. All right, the question. What university from the state of Washington is still alive and playing in the Sweet 16 in the NCAA men's basketball tournament?
Oh, that's too easy. That's Gonzaga. Cheers, boys.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, right on.
More Big Dummy coming up. If you'd like to be a contestant, 206-421-ROCK.